On the news this morning, police kill members of gang wanted for murder of Auda DPO. Police officer who killed father of three, Alafro Peterside, to stand trial. Civil society calls for suspension of recruitment into River State Civil Service. TUC gives federal government more time amid NLC ultimatum. Presidential candidates file appeals at Supreme Court. President Tinubu gives his inaugural address at UN General Assembly. On the foreign scene, U.S. President Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden, to plead not guilty to gun charges. Peace is the path to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. I am Ifeyemi Andrew. We begin the news this Wednesday morning, September 20, 2023, with the police saying they have killed 4 members of the wanted gang led by David Okpara, popularly known as Tubaba, and arrested 3 others. Tubaba is the leader of the cult group that allegedly killed the DPO of Auda, SP Bako Angbashim. Speaking at the weekly media briefing yesterday, the State Commissioner of Police, Emeka Nwonye, said command personnel raided the hoodlums camp in the Odemude community of Auda East local government area and killed them.
David Okpara, aka Tubaba, who led his notorious gang to brutally murder SP Bako and Bashim, were in their hideout in Odumude Forest. Following the information, a combined team of Command Tactical Operatives and Area Command Ahuda stormed the forest in the effort to arrest the notorious hoodlums and possibly recover the corpse of the late officer. Immediately engaged operatives on fierce gun battle. The 4 notorious suspected criminals who sustained serious injuries were rushed to UPTH for medical attention, but were confirmed dead by the doctor on duty.
Reeling out other achievements of the command, the Rivers State Commissioner of Police said the police officer who shot and killed the father of 3, Alafro Peterside, in the presence of his family on August 4 has been dismissed. Record that the police officer shot and killed 42-year-old Mr. Peterside in front of his wife and 3 children at a popular bar on Stadium Road, Elekaya, in Port Harcourt. CPA Emeka, who did not give the name of the dismissed officer, also said that the matter has been charged to court.
The suspect, who happens to be a police officer, has been dismissed and case charged to court. That is the development.
Correspondent Emeka Otuka reports that the Commissioner of Police in Emeka also paraded 7 police officers for allegedly extorting money from a blogger in Port Harcourt. He said an investigation is ongoing to ensure justice is served.
Standing here, our policemen alleged by one TikToker recently that went viral of the activities of policemen that were unprofessional in their conduct. And to prove to you, like I've always said, that crime and criminality knows no bound. Whether you are a civilian or you are a policeman, if you do the crime, you will do the sanction. To that effect, investigation is ongoing on the allegation against them. We are not ready to cover anybody.
Meanwhile, residents of Port Harcourt have expressed their concern over the high number of guns in the hands of politicians. It followed the directive of the Acting Inspector General of Police to retrieve unlicensed weapons from the political class and VIPs. But while some residents are accusing some individuals and politicians of arming criminal gangs for their personal gains, others want the government to allow access to firearms due to rising insecurity in the country.
He's armed so that if they attack from any area, he will be able to fire back. Otherwise, they will shoot him. Even when they have the gun armed with them, they are being shot, dispossessed of their arms and all that. So if the arms are not there at all, how do you think it will be? It will be disastrous.
When Nigeria government want to retrieve gun from the streets, they have to do it completely. But if they know they can't do it, and they want to leave some people to have gun, why some people don't?
Just protecting themselves with that gun, whether license or no license. So the best thing is just leave it.
The spokesman of Indigbo in Rivers State, Mazi Felix Onwuma, has denied rumors suggesting that the Igbo community plans to celebrate this year's Igbo Day in Port Harcourt. Mr. Onwuma said Igbo Day would be celebrated in Enugu and not in Port Harcourt. He described his statement suggesting otherwise as a deliberate attempt to incite discord between the Ikweres and the Igbos in Rivers State.
The Iwuroha issue and the news in the social media, as far as I'm concerned, is a propaganda of sorts to create problems between Igbo and Ikwe people. And for your information, there is no Igbo Day being planned to be held in Rivers State. Igbo Day already is on the 29th of September 2023 in Enugu. For someone to come out and start saying that people are having their own program that day, what I call mischief makers who want to cause problems between brothers. Because as far as we are concerned, we are Igbo. And the Kure man who says he's not an Igbo man is his business. Because the Kure man you're talking about is the president of our Rivers State. Chief Lucky, AKG, is from Muji in Emoka.
Recall that a social and cultural group had urged the Igbo community to refrain from holding the Igbo Day celebration in Port Harcourt because it could cause a breakdown of law and order in the state. The paramount ruler of Apara Kingdom, Eze Chikewolu, says he has withdrawn the honorary chieftaincy title from some chiefs in the kingdom. Eze Woluwodo, who is Inyeweli of Ikinigbo, accused the chiefs in a statement of inciting crisis in the community. According to the statement, the chiefs are Mainka Wosu, Roland Okechukwu, Ameule, Chizi Ezebaraba, Ameule, Emmanuel Orubogu. The statement also said that Billy Owunda has been suspended indefinitely from the Ikinigbo Council of Chiefs. The statement, however, urged the general public not to have any dealings with them on behalf of Ikinigbo clan. Moving on, the ongoing recruitment exercise by the Rivers State Civil Service Commission has been criticized as lacking transparency. Speaking at a press conference, Chairman of the Rivers Indigenous NGOs and Civil Society Network, Tombari Dumkakote, accused the Commission of politicizing the recruitment process and denying qualified indigents of Rivers State the opportunity to be employed based on merit.
The chairman of the commission and members of the commission have politicized the process and by this way deny qualified Rivers indigents the opportunity to be part of the employment that is currently going on in the state. The way the recruitment exercise is being carried out will further make the public service vulnerable to unqualified persons who may find their way into the system and further worsen the state of public service in the state.
He advised that human resource professionals be engaged for a credible exercise. The group also demanded the publication of names of successful candidates from the Commission's earlier online tests.
This pre-physical interview test conducted by the Commission online before this time afforded Rivers people the opportunity to participate in the process. People were happy that the high rate of unemployment in the state was going to be addressed. And we are also demanding that the names of those that passed that test should be published online on local and national dailies for all to have equal access than for the Commission to select those to send message.
They further issued a 24-hour ultimatum for the suspension of the recruitment exercise if the test message invite approach for physical interview is not addressed. As you may know, the Rivers State Civil Service Commission on Monday started the physical interview and documentation of successful candidates for the 2023 Rivers State Government recruitment exercise. Away from that, the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria has given the federal government another week to act on its demands or risk an industrial action, just as the NLC has also threatened. Briefing journalists in Abuja on Tuesday after a closed-door meeting with the Minister of Labour and Employment, Simon Lalong, TUC President Festus Osifo said the Congress was tired of holding endless meetings and wanted definite pronouncements from President Bola Tinubu on its demands. He also clarified what seemed to be a division between the NLC and the TUC, maintaining that there are no cracks in their ranks, but some Port Harcourt residents spoke about the planned strike.
What NLC is doing, I don't know if they are really sincere about it. We have not come to terms with any positive thing. What we hear is they are negotiating, we are warning them for strike, TUC is not part of it. How can the two are not in agreement? They have been saying strikes, this warning strike and all that. The last 2 days they used for warning strike, what was the outcome?
I beg my federal government look into their matter. Make the both sides listen to each other. Now one hand they wash one hand no just they clean because it go affect us.
It was during the time of Oshimole, we know that there is NLC. But for now, we don't think there is NLC because there is no any action. They are just pronouncing, we'll go on strike, we'll go on strike, we'll go on strike. No meaning. Let them do it, let's see. Because what we are facing in this country, each and everyone is facing it.
On Monday, the meeting between the federal government and the NLC to avert the looming strike ended without a concrete resolution. Still to come, presidential candidates file appeals at Supreme Court. Stay tuned.
Congratulations, the light of Rivers people.
Kingdom Eze Chikewolu Wodo says he has withdrawn the honorary chieftaincy title from some chiefs in the kingdom. Eze Wolu Wodo, who is the Inyeweli of Ikinigbo, accused the chiefs in a statement of inciting crisis in the community. According to the statement, the chiefs are Michael Wosu, Roland Okechukwu Amewule, Chizi Eze Baraba Amewule Chinda, and Chima Ejeku. Others are Jumbo London, Ihunwo Obiwali, and Emmanuel Orubogu. The statement also said that Billy Owunda has been suspended indefinitely from the Ikinigbo Council of Chiefs. The statement, however, urged the general public not to have any dealings with them on behalf of Ikinigbo clan. Parents of public school children in Rivers State are expressing their frustration over the financial burden they are facing before their children begin new classes this academic session. Some of them who spoke to correspondent Martha Okirin Kim said they are paying between 20 and 30,000 naira for items such as uniforms and notebooks. They described the money being paid as registration fee.
The SS2, I paid 30,000 naira. I don't know whether it's for logistics. They are supposed to be given uniform. For the junior secondary, we bought their books. But the senior one, they said they will give us.
I went to Guide And when I got in there, the lady said we were to pay 2,400. She said admission fee. And I said, what is contained in the admission fee? So she said it's school uniform.
The one in SS2, I paid 30,000. The one in GSS2, I paid 20,000. The one in GSS3, I paid 25,000.
I came yesterday to register my daughter. I couldn't register her because I was with 15,000. Meanwhile, they told me that it's 30,000, so I have to go back. This is a Okoronodo Roma Hall.
Our correspondent, however, caught up with a parent, Clement Koko, at Community Secondary School Okoronodu, Urumaholu, who said he did not pay money for registering his child for the new academic session.
As I speak, this is my second daughter I brought to the school. My first daughter is in SS3. This is the second one I am bringing. Next coming section 2, I'm bringing in the third one. Everything here is free. A dime, I did not pay.
On his part, the chairman, Parents Teachers Association, PTA, at Community Secondary School Okoronodu, Enhia Friday, said a meeting was held in June where parents agreed to pay up to 30,000 naira for items including school uniforms, sweaters, berets, notebooks, sportswear and labor wear. He claimed that the money parents are paying for new students is not for registration or admission.
The resolution was that both school uniform, both labor wear, school shoe, and those things were itemized. This money they are paying is not for admission. They are buying all this, even up to a size book, shoes. They are giving them at the point of admission. If you cannot meet up, why not meet either principal or whoever to say, please, I cannot meet up. Did you go there and say, I will buy only school uniform? And they said you must finish buying the other ones. The answer is no. It's not by force. They are not charging 10 kobo for admission.
Also, a senior member of staff at Rumokuta Girls Secondary School told our correspondent that the only money students are authorized to pay is a PTA levy of 1,500 naira. Meanwhile, Femi Ojingwa, the contractor in charge of supplying school uniforms to Rumokuta Girls Secondary School, Community Secondary School, Rumeme, and other public schools in the state, says parents are only paying for 4 sets of uniforms to ensure dress uniformity so as to stop hoodlums from gaining entrance into the schools. Recall that the Rivers State Commissioner for Education, Chinedu Umom, recently clarified that basic education in the state remains free, warning that no school has been authorized to collect registration fees. Barely 2 weeks after the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal affirmed the victory of President Bola Tinubu in the February 25 polls, the presidential candidates of the PDP and the Labour Party, Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi, have filed 86 grounds of appeal at the Supreme Court to nullify the judgment. The two candidates, in separate appeals filed on Tuesday, asked the Apex Court to set aside their PEPT ruling and nullify Tinubu's election, describing the verdict as erroneous. President Bola Tinubu gave his inaugural address at the United Nations General Assembly early this morning, in which he championed the need for Africa to surmount foreign exploitation to attain prosperity through democratic ideals. He spoke to other heads of government hours after similar addresses, including those of U.S. President Joe Biden and Ukrainian leader Vladimir Zelensky. Satellite television DSTV says it is offering a special package called the DSTV Prestige. A statement from DSTV said it is turning its focus to the world of luxury, where exclusivity reigns and customers seek more than just products to create unique and exclusive experiences. The DSTV Prestige special package has 1 year of non-stop premium entertainment, VVIP customer service, a limited edition gold decoder, and exclusive lifestyle benefits. The statement said subscribers will enjoy exclusive discounts from Swatch, Nike, Eco Hotel, Polo Luxury, MedPlus, Tommy Hilfiger, Adidas, and others. The statement also said that the DSTV Prestige is a true embodiment of special treatment. It urged those interested to visit dstv.com/prestige to sign up.
And now we'll bring you news from around the world.
U.S. President Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden, will plead not guilty to 3 criminal charges relating to a gun purchase he made in 2018. In a letter to the judge, his lawyer, Abe Lowell, confirmed the intended plea while asking that the initial court appearance be held remotely. Mr. Biden was indicted last week for possessing a gun while he was an illegal drug user and lying about it.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
On the news this morning, you heard that the police said that they killed 4 members of the gang wanted for the murder of Aoda DPO. Police officer who killed the father of 3, Alafro Peterside, has been dismissed and is to stand trial. The civil society are calling for the suspension of the ongoing recruitment into the Rivers State Civil Service. The TUC has given the federal government 2 weeks to meet demands amid NLC ultimatum. Presidential candidates have filed separate appeals at the Supreme Court to nullify the tribunal judgment. President Tinubu has given his inaugural address at the UN General Assembly. On the foreign scene, U.S. President Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden, is to plead not guilty to gun charges. The news was edited by Choma Ezemafo. Cloudy weather is expected in Port Harcourt this morning. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. Peace is the path to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. My name is Ifeemi Andrew. Good morning.